Good morning, and I'm live. I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I know several people messaged me looking for stone readings, and I do apologize. I had a really massive headache, and then I was so busy this morning trying or yesterday trying to get everything done, and so I could be online. And my headache kept getting worse, and I just thought, I think I'm going to take a me day and just relax and not do them. So so we have to do that every so often, don't we? When I the barometer switched dropped really fast, and we had a lot of rain yesterday, and my body really affects that. So I tell people I'm not affected by the moon, which I'm not really affected by the moon cycle so much, but boy, am I ever affected by the barometer and the barometrics of the energy of the earth. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, I do have a couple people that did reach out that are looking for stone readings today. Luisha, we're going to kick off with you. So, Luisha, the stones for you, number 15. 15 of the earth count is the collective spirit of all humans. It's also the kaleidoscope. If you take a look, have you ever looked through as a kid through those kaleidoscope where it changes all the different colors and everything? It's almost what this is like, and how every switch, every turn changes your perspective, your viewpoint. It's the same thing with energy. When we have different energies coming at us, it all depends on how one energy with another energy that works with another energy that combines with our energy, and you're sitting in that mix today. Think of it as a blender, and everyone's emotions, including your own, are all in that blender, and you're all in this whirlwind together, and you're sitting in the flow of it, but in the muck of it as well. You're also sitting in the south, which is sitting in the emotions. So that is our emotions. You're sitting in pain as well. And so the pain from the great teachers is telling you this muck of all this stuff that's happening. So you've got energy coming on all different angles, and you're not quite prepared with the amount or the intensity that's heading your way today, and it may affect you emotionally, it may affect you physically. Like yesterday, when the barometer and all the energy change affected me, and I had that massive headache. Well, that could happen something similar with you today. You're going to get all these energy things coming your way, and I'm going to be carrying all this energy with me, and I'm in this whirlwind of this energy. But by God, I'm really hurting today. And you've been on such a high that today's almost a lull day. So allow yourself to go inward and not get overwhelmed by the amount of outside energy and the stimulation, because the stimulation is going to be really, really high for you today. You're also sitting in the gatherer. And it's and it's asking you to just gather, but not go around, not go to flea markets and stores gathering things, but to go inside your home and maybe even walk in nature and gather some items that you can maybe put in a little pouch and carry with you to remind you to stay grounded. Bring a little bit of nature, and remember, always ask before you pick up nature. Give it back some spit, some hair, something of yours when you remove something, and but brings back some items that need to be in your home to help you centered down, gathered down. Maybe even think of getting yourself a nice basket and start putting these items in a basket, and but make them earth items or nature items of some kind, not store-bought plastic, glass, that sort of thing. Make it a real earth basket for you, to remind you these are the things that ground me. Like a squirrel does its nets, it's preparing, gathering. So that's what I want you to do today. So get out there and enjoy your day. Good morning, Kim. And yes, Leah would be happy to get you a stone today as well. So Kim is sitting on, I got to read you my stones big time. Uh, Kim's sitting on 510. I think that's 10, 11, 12. I'm going to just tap into the energy. Yeah, you're sitting in 12, which is the galaxies all around us. It's also the Milky Way. It's the different energies, and I see portals coming your way. Portals are opening up around you. You're sitting in Northeast, you're sitting in the love, and the great teacher of love today in 19, but you're sitting in the portals today. Mm, there's there's an energy coming around you. You're going to be opened up to something brand new today, a brand new energy, a brand new sense of being is going to open up to you today, and opportunity is also going to open up, but new downloads are going to come your way. I can't describe it any more than that. It's the energy is going to shift, and you're going to start receiving a download from a new source today. So it is a new portal that's opened, that is going to start interacting with you today. Pay attention to it, because it's going to feel different. This is a higher vibration. This vibration is they've been waiting to download to you, but you're now to the point where you can receive it. I can't wait to hear all about it, because it intrigues me, that new portal. As everyone that knows me knows that I'm a portal walker. So what happens is I go in and out of portals all the time when I'm sitting in the lucid dreaming and allowing myself to trust the flow of where I am. And that is wide open for you today. So, yay. And you're also sitting in the beloved. Know that you are the beloved. This isn't someone else. This is actually you. You are the beloved inside. Enjoy that spirit self as you acknowledge you, all of you inside your human body, but expand that light out, because this portal is opening up big, and they really want to talk to you today. Yeah, I can't wait to hear all about that one. Good morning, Debbie. I was just going to pull a stone for you, and welcome. Debbie is sitting here. She is right firmly stuck in the great teachers today, but she's also in synchronicity. Things are, is that really true? Did that really happen? And if this hadn't happened, that wouldn't have happened, and that wouldn't have happened. And it's asking you to take a look at the synchronicity in your life. If you hadn't experienced certain things or been on a road at a certain time, these other things wouldn't have happened in your life. And today is full of synchronicities. Pay attention to every little detail and what got you where you are, and what is the magic that is unfolding around you. You are also sitting in care today, which is number 2 of the great teacher, and that sits on the west. But taking care to not override yourself. So taking care to not overthink. Oh, Lee, yes, Lee, I'll get you one in a moment. Taking care to not override yourself. Taking care to not, ooh, to not judge and don't break the magic. Don't try to figure out what's happening. Just sit in the synchronicity of it. It was supposed to happen, and because this is happening, something else is going to be able to happen. Don't overthink it today. Just allow it to be. Sit in the flow of it. And you're also sitting in the staff. It's looking for a solid foundation. If I walk with a walking stick that gives me a secure footing as I'm walking forward, that's what it's asking you to do. Step, get your ground, and move forward. Step, get your ground, and move forward. Don't worry about, I'm going to run full on and then trust I'm just going to be in balance. No, it's asking you to really deliberately take one foot in front of the other today. Don't just run blindly. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to get yourself a little walking stick that you can hold to remind yourself, I am grounded, I am supported, and I'm here. Everything that happened to me got me here for a reason. I'm sitting in that sacred synchronicity of it, and I'm also sitting in care. I'm going to take care to care for myself and not get myself tipsy, if you will. Lee, I'm sorry. I'm going to pull you a stone right now. Mr. Lee is sitting in number 3. Number 3 of the earth count are the plants. And the plants, but it's also not just the plants. It's sitting more in projection today. So if you were to think of a mirror, so we all mirror each other. And but today, what you're putting out, people are going to be receiving. It's almost like your mirror is amplified. So when you're walking out and you're doing something and you're relaying something, your energy's pretty strong today, and other people are going to be receiving, but they're going to be receiving an amplified version of everything. So be very careful with your words today, because your words will have double impact on anybody, and even the hidden messages within your words will be reflected strong today, almost like a big bullhorn. Somebody's screaming it out. And you're sitting in, that's why you're sitting in rage today, which has big power. So you're projecting like this, and other people are seeing you and they're going, "Oh my god, what's going on?" Because you're sending this energy, and these people are receiving this energy in a megaphone thing. Ah! So if people react or back away from you today, that's why you've got a very strong energy about you today, and you will demand attention even without saying a word. Just your simple presence will catch people off guard, and you're demanding your attention, their attention, without even knowing it. So you're getting lots of attention, and it's asking you to slow down. Just relax in that. And if you can see how powerful that being is there, that's kind of how you're looking today as you're walking out in this. Oh, this is who I am. And other people are going to respond, and don't worry about it, but hold yourself firm. And it's kind of a fun experiment when you sit in that energy of it. Just acknowledge it and pay attention to how other people are responding. You'll know what's going on, but they won't know why they're responding the way they are. And just kind of have a little chuckle. Hey, I get it. I do have influence over others, how I'm projecting today. So, yeah, I love it. And watch your words today, they matter. Good morning, Marley. Miss Marley, Marley, you are sitting in number four. Number four of the earth counts is in the north, but that's sitting in the mind. Your mind's starting to spin again. And I can see that you're maybe off balance today. So if you were to think of the animals, because that is number four, animals sitting in the north, but it's animals usually sit in balance. You're kind of off balance today, and it's calling attention to the fact that you're off balance. But you're very much aware of what's going on. You're just not quite sure how to get back into balance of life, because at the moment balance doesn't seem to have any I don't know, it's not making sense. It's not balanced for me. So how can I sit in balance? You're also sitting in seeking. Seeking is number 18 of the great teacher. I'm seeking the answer. What is it all about? What's life about? Why are we here? Why did we go through all the things we went through? And why is it when the end of life comes, it comes? What is the purpose of it to begin with? And you may begin having a little bit of self doubts and sitting in questioning of everything. What the hell's it all about? And understand that we came here as humans to experience how we are experiencing, and know that it's okay. You'll get through this, and it's okay to do that. But try really hard today to get back into balance of self. And that breath work for balance is super, super important. So again, it's in first you go, take a deep breath in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So you're going to go nostril in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep doing that for a while. Go about 10 minutes. That breath work will put you back in balance, and it'll help keep you there, if you will. But you may find that you have to do that several times throughout the day, because you're going to get spinning in the north, spinning in your mind, and you're going to be questioning everything. What is it all about? It's kind of a mucky day today for you. And you're also sitting in soul retrieval. So I'm not saying go out and do a soul retrieval. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying look at the pieces that are hiding still. What pieces are hiding from you today? And you got to be careful, because you are not in balance today. So something may trigger you to maybe call for your your recapitulation animal to help tuck away a piece today. So really stay in balance, stay present in your body, be aware of it. And whenever something is going to trigger you, just acknowledge it, breathe through it, and then allow it to go, because we don't want little tiny pieces of ourselves skipping away, and our ego self thinking we got it's got to protect you, and is running around trying to protect you by taking those pieces away. But we want to be aware that if I'm not really in balance today, I could lose a little tiny piece that wants to go and hide, and then I have to do all this work to bring it back. So just know that that's part of what could happen today. Just be aware of it. If you're aware of it, that's usually where it stops it from happening. So take care, and give me a call if you need help. And good morning, Kim. Of your earrings, thank you. They're dream catchers. And I bought them. No, I didn't make them. Yes, I could make them, but boy, my fingers don't go that tiny anymore. So St. Thomas, haha. Just run with it sometimes. That's true. Hey, Paul, good morning to you. Sorry I missed you yesterday. I was out doing stuff all morning, and then I got my headache, and yeah, I just decided to take a me day. Anyway, Paul, you're sitting in number one, that one stone, the one, the sun, the beginning of. You're also sitting in perception, is how you perceive things. And I'm literally seeing an eagle flying over you. There's over way high up, and is telling you, stop looking at the world straight on. Ask yourself to actually get out there, lay down on the ground, and then look at the world, like your head's like this on the ground, and look at the world, and what does it look like? And then get up on your knees and look at the world, and what does it look like? Then get up on your feet and stand up. What does it look like? And if you can, get onto a ladder or get something high up and look around. What does it look like? Look how it looked different every time you went into a different level, but you were looking at the exact same thing. That's what it's asking you to do. Take a look at what's around you from a different perspective than you normally do. I love doing that. And it's also looking at your feelings today. Your feelings might be pretty high energy today. I'm sitting in all these emotions today. My feeling, I could get really, really depressed on one minute, then I'm sad, and then happy on another one. I'm all over the place. I can't do that. Um, do that today. My back gave out. Oh no. So, you know what? Your back gave out. So, you're going to be down on your back, aren't you? You're going to be down. You're not going to be able to move around. So, maybe it's asking you to look at life the way you are from that perspective. So, maybe I'm going at it from a different way of the different visions, but also that can be health wise. And what am I looking at it through the health? So, when I've got everything together and I feel great, I look at life through one view. But when all of a sudden something like that acts up, I have to look at the world from another view. Maybe you need help today when you're used to being the helper, all those things. So look, life is switched on you a little bit, and look at it from the new perspective of where you're sitting. But your emotions are running really high today as well. So allow that to happen. Maybe you're going to get frustrated. Maybe you're going to be super happy. I don't know, but pay attention to your emotions. And throughout the day, stop, take a look at the time. Right now, I'm sitting in the emotion of, and every couple hours, write down on a piece of paper what emotion you're sitting in, and then take a look at how they jumped around. And if you don't have a good um, list of emotions, just Google it, because there's lists and lists out there of different types of emotions, and maybe print one off and hang it up so you can actually pick what's feeling on that page of emotions. It really does work. And you're sitting also in the middle world, and it's asking you to sit with. So the middle world are your spirit guides in human form. So your guides, as in um, your ancestors are with you, your human form guides, that we actually have quite a few guides that work with us. And so this human form guide is there with you, and it's actually just off. I just got to catch where it is sitting. It's sitting just off to the was that arm? Right to the right of you right now. And if you just get your eyes slightly out of focus and quickly turn your head to the right, quickly, really fast. If you do that, you might catch a view of them, because they're sitting right, literally parallel to you on the right hand side. And then that guide is going to help guide you throughout this day. Speak to them quite a bit today. And I know people go, "Oh my God, Karen, you're telling people to talk to, to dead people or talk to as an imaginary friend, if you will." But yeah, I am. Have the belief that they're there, and then trust that they're there, and then see what type of downloads you get. It's pretty fascinating, to experience and to explore. I'm also going to pull one. Louise, I did you first thing this morning, actually. I'm going to pull a stone for Kathy. Kathy, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of the earth count. She's sitting in the plants, but the spirit of all plants, but she's also sitting in transformation. It's almost like she's gone from the bud to the flower, and is showing me that transformation. And you're most welcome, Paul. And it's showing me that transformation, Kathy. You've gone from literally being closed as the flower, and now you're wide open. And you're also sitting in a little bit of tears today, some acknowledgement, and it might be scaring you a little bit because the shift has happened so quickly. So I've gone from being like this doop to this, and it can be, oh my God, what happened? I almost feel like I'm going to fall off a shelf or fall off a step. I've misstepped because I've moved quick. And when we move quick like that, we can be off balance for a minute. Just acknowledge it, and then watch where your new light is, because new opportunities are awaiting you. And you're also the hunter today. So that gives you a lot of strength. The hunter is the one who's gathering all their tools and getting ready to create their own choices. And that's what it's telling you. I'm creating my choices. I'm putting everything in my backpack. I've got my bow and my quiver, and I've got my axe, and I've got my rattle and my drum, and I got all the things that I'm going to need to face the world. I've popped from this to this, and now how am I going to walk through? And it can be a little bit overpowering, but you may find that you're sitting in power as well. But the emotion is going to switch up for you as you walk into that today. Ooh, that's actually a pretty cool one. What else can I tell you? I don't see anybody on my list here. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm looking at my list of people. And did Marley, Louisa, Cat Ann, Debbie, I got you. Oh, I know Mary. Mary asked me for one as well. So Mary, welcome, welcome. And oh, I see I've got somebody new here. I will do you in just a moment. So Mary, this is for you. You are sitting in the excuse me, the great teacher of the physical, but you're also sitting in the center of being human. What is it like to be human? So all your humanness is going to show. You may even find today that you're sitting in a little bit of, oh hey Amber, that you maybe find that you're sitting in a little bit of judgment today. So Mary, you're sitting in judgment, but judgment of self, really, really critical of yourself today. And try not to do that, because when we sit in that judgment of self, we can make ourselves sick. We literally can create what we don't want to have. And I've noticed that I'm kind of going, ooh, here my videos got a little bit wonky on me. So that's my energy sending out. Sorry about that. I do that all the time. And you're also sitting in the wind. Trust that that wind has that information for you. I got to bring my energy back in. Sorry. Ooh. So I don't know how you guys do, but for me, when I send my energy out and it's really, really strong, I literally can make computers fry. I carry 104 Herkimers on my necklace, and I've actually been known to melt them. I have them there for protection. I also have them there to help regulate the energy that I send out. So if the screen got wonky on you, that's what happened. I all of a sudden I was drilling really hard, and that wide open connection was there. Anyway, sorry. Woo. So today, Mary, you're sitting in the wind, and that wind is whispering to you. Allow that wind to talk to you, and just get out there and just feel her kiss you. Feel that wind on your skin, and allow that wind to move that energy that's sitting in there today. And Mary, if you need help later on today, please give me a call. I'd be happy to help you. Amber, it's your turn, and welcome. I think you're a new person here. And Amber, you are sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is the spirit of all animals that sits in the north of the medicine wheel. It's also in our mind, and it's in choices. Oh my God, you got choices coming up, girl. And I just see 1,000 choices, not just one. I see baskets all in front of me. And now I have to choose what I'm going to be pulling out of these baskets. And you've got, like, literally today, if you're not on task, you're going to get locked up in, I can't choose. I want them all. And you have to slow yourself down today. Close your eyes, tap in, do some body tapping today, what your choices are. So when you figure out what your choices that you're going to make, don't make them spontaneously. Actually think about them, write them down. My choice is this or this, and this is the consequences of this, the pros and the cons. And this is the consequences of this, again, the pros and the cons, and which one balances out. Don't just make snap judgments today, because you've got tons of choices in front of you, and one choice will change a whole bunch of other things around you. It's a day of wow, is what it's a day of. And you're also sitting in the rainbow, the many colors. So it's the same thing. The many colors is also choices. So many today. Am I going to choose whatever it happens to be? And please let us know in the write-ups what it is that we choose, because and how the reading went for you, because I would love to know how this works out for you and what choices you're sitting on, because it's not just one or two, it's lots that are sitting there. And one choice could affect the rest of your life. It's big. Whew, wow. Okay, good morning, Samoya. I'm here. Ta-da! I know it can be hard, this technology stuff. Whoa, Samoya, you're sitting in the zero count. So this is actually how it looks, a zero count, and the zero count is the beginning of everything. Everything's going to change. You literally are walking in today to a whole new world, and it is so the zero chiefs came to the people and explained to the people that we are all part of the medicine wheel. All the colors of the medicine wheel represent all the people, and all the people represent everything. We are everything. And this also represents the zero. Actually, the zero count itself, the symbol of the zero count, it represents the Milky Way. It represents all the different planets, all the different galaxies, everything coming in, the energetic all coming together, all in one shot. And it's going to be a day of beginning, a day of newness, and yet a day of, I just knew it. I just knew it. And it's going to be magic in front of you all day today. And I get to see you today. So I can't wait to sit in that beautiful flow of that. And you are also sitting in, ooh, into the mind chatter of defeat. I feel like I want all of this. Do I dare step into it? And am I getting so many downloads that I'm not paying attention? And we can do that. And you may get a little bit of bad news at some point throughout the day, or news that you weren't counting on. But don't allow that to stop you from your high of sitting in this new beginning, because you've got you're sitting in in that balance. You're going to get a definite polarity look today, and you're sitting in the lower world. Lower world is not bad. That is my favorite place to be. Ooh, sorry, drooling again. So that is my favorite place to be. That is where I'm connected to my power animals. Your power animals are talking to you. Your power animals are there with you, and it's like the whole dang family is all hanging around you. You've got all 9 of your power animals are with you, navigating this stuff, and they're going, "Hey, this whole newness is right there. Let's walk together with it." But I see you with your head down as they're kind of pulling you forward. My head's down, and oh my God, I'm so damn tired though. Can I do it? It looks like such a big task. And they're telling you, yes, you can do it. And we got your back. So that's a big one. Thank you for sharing your energy and your guidance. Thank you. Um, I will heed this. Wonderful. What else? I think that's about it. So, like I said, so I don't know if you guys noticed that computer go wonky. So with me, what happened is I felt the energy come in. I felt that portal that I'm talking to Kim about that portal opening up, because I walk through portals all the time. And I had a portal open up right above me, and it gave me a whole rush of energy. And when that happened, my energy went out like this, and then the computer messed up. And you guys probably went as I'm talking, because the computer energy, I literally, like I said, I have fried computers doing this. I have even turned power off. I flick things all the time. And so when I'm working with people, I have to pull that energy in, because my energy is so strong that I can go out and literally do all this stuff. And my herkimers, so these herkimers here, my necklace just got super, super hot. So so I have to check and see. I may have to replace a few of them. I've even cracked the screen the other. I don't know if you can see it. Probably doesn't show, but I actually cracked the glass of it not too long ago, because the energy was so high. So, but that's what we can do with energy, right? So let's just do a little fun thing here while I got some of you online. Let's play with our energy. So just take a second, just a second. Close your eyes. Ground yourself, pull your energy down. Okay, you can open your eyes and just put your hands about 2 inches apart, and just look through the crack between your eyes. And eventually, squint your eyes a little bit if you need to. Just crack beneath your eye, between your two hands. And as you are watching the energy, you might begin to see almost like heat on a road, and it'll go a little bit wonky. And you may feel sparks. Every person's slightly different. You may feel something. It may feel like a magnet that wants to just push either to or against, and allow it to get farther and farther and farther, and feel the energy ribbons between your hands, and farther and farther and farther. And how far can you go where you could actually feel that energy? And when you get real good at it, you can send your energy all around your room, and then bring it back in, and then send it all around your room and bring it back in. And then when you get even more and more experienced with it, send it all around your house, all around your yard. And now you can send it out as far as you want. Did you know you can literally circle the globe with your energy and bring it back to you like a boomerang? Send it out. Now, I've sent energy out into space. I find that's a little bit trickier, because when I send it out to space, I go through different energy fields where I'm going. And then when I get into space itself, my guts feel different. I feel different inside, like I'm floating out there. That is the beginning of astral travel. So when you start playing with your energy fields, it can be really fun to do. So just try, just your hands, and just playing with this. One of the first things I do with kids is I get them to play with their hand. I get them to visualize that little energy field, and then make it into a square, make it into a ball, change the colors, change the shape of it. What can you do, and how can you play with it? It's really cool. Anyway, so I feel it a little. The more you practice, Paul, the more you will feel. And just really drop into it, because we all have the gift. I'm not anything special. I've got the same gift as anyone else. I've just developed it. And we all have our special, what's called medicines, which is our strongest gifts. And every person has 9 medicines that are your strongest gifts. but we can develop the other gifts as well. And the key here is to celebrate your gifts that you have, and then help support others so that they can develop those gifts. And the same thing when you meet other people who have those really strong gifts, let them support you in developing your gifts. It's a give and take, and that's what community is all about. So, yeah, celebrate each other. We really need each other as humans. So, I'm going to go for now. I've got brand new baby turkeys that are, I've got to go wash all their dishes and get all that kind of stuff and get their pens all clean today. And I've got brand new baby chickens. Well, I guess now they're about 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. So I've got them, and I'm going to be playing with them. And again, if you go on my Facebook page, Shamanic and Healing Services, I've got pictures of them on there for you. And yeah, and I make a post and I do fun stuff on there. I also do a little bit of a teaching now and then on there. And starting, I'm hoping next week we'll be able to start posting more teaching videos. It's just because I live way out in the country, my internet doesn't allow me to upload to YouTube very good. So the girl that I work with, Stephanie, she's going to do that for me, and then we'll start getting regular videos coming up on the screen, and celebrating that. This technology stuff's a little it can be fun and it can be frustrating at the same time. I hope you have an awesome day, whatever you're doing. This is Karen, grandmother dances in the night skies. Like, subscribe, share. Let's get the word out there. I don't have a lot of followers, but hopefully I get some soon. Okay, take care. Awesome. Bye bye.